What's going on, everybody? This is Bronco Juggalo, and I am here to do a commentary on James Bond's Goldfinger. Now, any of you that watch my channel on a regular basis know that I am a huge James Bond fan. And for those of you that have followed current events, you will know that Sean Connery passed away the other day. Now, with everything going on, Halloween and whatnot, I couldn't give a proper respect tribute video to him or anything. So I thought what would be really appropriate, though, is if I did a commentary on a Bond film. And I was trying to choose between my favorite Bond film, which is Goldfinger, and Dr. No, which was the first Bond film, where we get introduced to the character and that really launched Sean Connery's career. Well, my favoritism won out, and I decided to go with Goldfinger. I think that even though he hasn't done a lot in recent years, and I do understand that he was very aged at 90 years old, the world is definitely going to miss Sean Connery, and is definitely not as good of a place without him around. Quite a few people like that, actually. A lot of people I really miss. People like Michael Jackson, stuff like that. But I am here to watch this movie. If anybody wants to watch it with me, they can. If they don't want to, they don't have to. I'm doing this mostly for my own enjoyment and to give tribute to a great actor. So I'm going to wait a few minutes, though, for anybody else to come in. If they want to join me, I will wait to start the movie just for a few minutes. Hello, horror man. Wow. Hello, thrice capped. Okay. Yeah, so I will wait a few minutes for some people to come in because I know that I wasn't planning this, so it's just going to be a, spur of the moment kind of deal. While I'm waiting, I'll show you guys something I picked up today. I found this today at Walmart in the $5 value bin. Now, this is, of course, from Wild Eye Releasing. It is a 4-pack of werewolf movies that I can't wait to dig into. Love me some werewolf movies. Love me some Wild Eye. Go check it out. I also recently decorated my new binder that I use to put review notes, scripts, things like that in. Yeah, I was really excited when I saw that on there. There's a conversation going on my messenger. So if you hear that ding ding, that's what it is. Oh, guys, I am tired. I'm drinking an energy drink, which may or may not be a mistake. Tastes really good, though. I really like the way it tastes. So, and it's sugar free. What up, Ben Grimm? I have not gotten really any sleep the last 2 nights at all. Last night, I went to bed after watching a lot of horror movies after a fun-filled day. Well, the second half was, anyways. The first half was me working, and the second half of the day was fun-filled with family fun with Halloween and all. But I was watching some horror movies, and I went to bed after that. And then my power went out, and it was out for like 5 hours. And so that woke me up because I noticed that I guess my senses or whatever realized something was different or wrong. And I woke up to being very dark and kind of hot. And my fan had turned off, of course. And then my daughter had a issue and she couldn't go back to sleep and she ended up sleeping in the bed with us. And that made it, you know, hard to sleep. And then I just couldn't sleep and just a shit night. And the night before that was a shit night, but that's okay. Excuse me, just 1 second. So, anyways, yeah, that was actually just a friend of mine saying that they weren't going to watch the stream because Sean Connery's death was a little hard on them and they're not ready for that yet. It's like, that's cool. It's all good, you know. But, anyways, so where the fuck was I? Oh, yeah. And the night before that, I didn't have any good sleep either. And it's just been so I've been pretty tired. Oh, yeah, the dark freaked out my daughter because she couldn't see anything or turn the lights on, or she couldn't find her way to the bathroom. So, do I remember my favorite line from a Bond film? One of my favorite lines from a Bond film is actually from this movie. And it's when James Bond says, "Do you expect me to talk?" And Goldfinger says, "No, Mr. Bond, I expect you to die." I love the delivery. I love the line. There's a lot of great lines. There's a lot of great lines in Bond. You know, uh, well, I offered if you and Jay wanted to join me, you're more than welcome to. I'll send you an invite. I got the cold shoulder from y'all instead. No, fuck you, Brad. We ain't joining you. Fuck you. Um, that's okay, Ben. You don't have to. Personally, I'm a huge Bond fan, and Sean Connery is my second favorite Bond, but he is still the man that started the entire thing. I'm sorry, Papa, I don't. I have a hard time remembering shit like that. Yeah, well, either or. Um, I don't remember, buddy. I'm sorry. That's okay, Ben. You don't have to be a Bond fan to enjoy the chat, or not. If it's not your cup of tea, I totally get it. You know, it's just the way it is. Like I said, I'm doing this mostly for my own enjoyment and to pay tribute to a man who I think is a great actor and a legend in our time. I mean, his career spanned 6 decades. Just an absolute treasure in the cinema world. So, let's see some other favorite lines. Oh, you'll have to decide how much pumping will be required for the task. Oh, there's some good lines in that movie. There's also some very funny, memorable characters that aren't what people would call good stereotypes these days or whatever. But there was just some fun in that movie, and also that's probably my favorite Roger Moore film of the Bonds. But also, well, that one or maybe Man with the Golden Gun, because I really like that. But there's a character that appears in both of those movies who had no reason to be in Man with the Golden Gun at all. They just brought him in again for comedic effect. And God, he was such a racist little asshole. I just wanted to smack him. But he was funny as hell. And when Roger Moore tells him to hang on and calls him boy, I thought it was hilarious. Because it's like all the movie he's calling everybody else that, and he like Moore turned it around on him. You know. But yeah. Definitely products of their times, but definitely still timeless cinema in my opinion. All right, guys. Well, I'm gonna give it 5 more minutes before I start the movie. 6:58. I'm gonna start the movie. I'm gonna get it ready. Looks really good on Blu-ray too. Excuse me, just 1 second. Sorry about that. I am paused right at 1 second. 1 second for anybody that wants to watch along. Let me know if you do, and I will wait. If not, I'm going to be starting here in about 3 minutes. Once again, in honor of Mr. Sean Connery, I'm reviewing, or not reviewing, but commenting on Goldfinger, my favorite Sean Connery James Bond film, and my favorite Bond film of all time. Pierce, Roger, George, Daniel, Timothy, my favorite Bonds in order. So Sean is your least favorite? Um, my favorite Bond of all time used to be Sean Connery. When I was in high school, it was Pierce Brosnan. He was like my Bond because he was my generation's Bond. But right now, my favorite Bond has become Daniel Craig. I think he has just brought such I don't know, a presence to the role. So good. So Daniel's my favorite. Connery's my second. Oh, okay. I get it. Um, then Roger, uh, then Timothy Dalton, and then, or I'm sorry, my favorites are Daniel Craig, um, Sean Connery, Roger Moore, Pierce Brosnan, Timothy Dalton, and then George Lazenby. But that is not a slight on George Lazenby. Everybody talks crap about Lazenby. I really liked Lazenby. I think that if we would have more Bonds from him, which I wish we would have, he would have been higher up on the list. So Thunderwall is the best Connery. Moore is the best Bond. The dude said it was okay to hit women. I don't know about all that, but I know that I like James Bond. So, Thunderball is a really good movie. It's not my favorite Bond film, but it is a very good movie. And it's the only one in the franchise that's been remade. No, I never did see that movie, Papa. Yep, Never Say Never Again was a remake, actually, of Thunderball because of the legal dispute between the writer and the production company. He was able to go and remake the movie. And because Connery was angry at the Eon Productions that does really Diamonds Are Forever. Wow. I don't think I've ever heard anybody say that's their favorite Connery movie. It's actually my least favorite Connery movie. It's one of my. It's actually. I think it's my least favorite movie in the whole franchise. Still a good movie, but it's my least favorite. Um, but yeah, because of he signed on to play James Bond because he was angry with Eon Productions. Skyfall. Skyfall is my favorite opening song. All right, guys, is everybody that wants to watch the movie ready to go? I'm at 1 second. I am going to start the movie. What up, Trini? By the way, I hate being called that. Really hate it. Uh, thanks, Mark. Appreciate it, bud. If you want to stick around, I'm just about to hit play. No, Trini, and I'm not bugged either. You didn't know that. I just don't like that. Uh, yeah, Skyfall is an amazing film. It's an absolutely amazing film, and probably the most in depth as far as like emotion goes. All right, guys. For anybody out there that is watching this with me, I am going to start in 3, 2, 1, play. If it's too loud, guys, tell me, and I will turn it down. No, please do not call me that. What's funny is that the actor that was in the opening sequence in the original Bond um, was not Sean Connery. That does the thing with the shot. And in the movies, he never wore a hat like that. Or at least not in the first few. What are you doing? Huh? I love this. This is kind of like the first of the Bond disguises. He's underwater and he has a fake bird on his head. Yes, we did win today by 1. I was so happy. I was so mad most of that game. The whole first half, I was bored and mad. And then we came back to win it. We played awesome in the second half. I was like, why can't we play like that the whole freaking game? What is up with that? I want some plastic explosive in a tube. Nitro. Dun, 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 dun. And what I love is underneath this wetsuit that he's wearing, this like wetsuit thing, is a perfectly ironed and not even slightly wrinkled white tuxedo. Ready for a big boom. Shake it, baby, shake it. The Bond Rolex. By the way, if you guys haven't tried these, I haven't drank an energy drink in probably about 10 years, but I tried one yesterday because I just felt I needed to pick me up. And I really like the taste of these. They're called Monster Zero Sugar Ultra Sunshine. And I guess they're for like, morning or whatever, but they taste good. It tastes kind of like orange soda. Like I said, maybe a bad idea right now, but I wanted one. I bought a whole case of them today at Walmart. Hello, honey. You don't better not unless you want to stay up all night. I love how this is shot. I mean, I've never really looked into a woman's eyes like that, like any woman, even my wife's. But can you really see somebody coming up behind them in the reflection of their eyes? But I really love that. I think it's such a cool way to shoot the scene. They like twist that dude's foot around, like doing some judo wrestling moves into the bathtub. Oh, he's going for the gun and electrical heater into the bath. Electrocution. Shocking. Positively shocking. And you know what, Greg, to the point you were making earlier, he never hit a woman in these movies that wasn't a bad guy or didn't deserve it. Yes, I did. I watched most of the Chris Hansen interview. I'm telling you, Craig, I've told you before, you're missing a lot, bro. You really are. This song is so good, too. This song was a top 10 hit. It was like a number one hit back when it came out. Touch. This is probably my second favorite opening song. Let's listen. He will pour into your ear, but his life can disguise what you feel. For a golden rose grows where he's kissed her. It's the kiss of death from Mr. Goldfinger. Pretty girl, beware of this heart of gold. This heart is cold. Papa, I can't remember her name right now. It's about to tell me, and I'm gonna be like, it's not Dionne Warwick, is it? It's not Dionne Warwick. Um, Death, Mr. Goldfinger. What is cold? Shirley Bassey. That's her name. Shirley Bassey. She's gone. Damn, it would kill me to hold a note that long. I probably would literally die. Welcome to Miami Beach. One of those kind of like advertisements behind the thing. There's the Goodyear blimp. Must be a football game going on. Anybody just joining me? We're watching Goldfinger in honor of Mr. James Bond himself, Sean Connery. Rest in peace, sir. I picked up some. I showed this a little earlier, guys. For those of you that weren't here earlier, I picked up some Wild Eye werewolf films at Walmart. Got Wolf House, Cold Ground, The Snarling, which I already have, and Werewolf Island. I can't wait to watch these. Sean, if you want to join in on the fun, I am at. Well, it was right past the theme song. We're in Miami Beach. The dude just dove into the pool. Hot chick swimming by the window. And if anybody wants to join in and watch it with me live, just let me know. Oh, that's cool, bro. I didn't get to check those out yet. Man talk. Yes, chauvinistic, and I don't care. And you know what's funny? James Bond in this movie is literally wearing like a beach onesie kind of thing that chicks these days would wear now, like right now. It looks almost like it. With the short shorts of the 60s, too. Ugh. Yeah, Trini, that sucked. Yeah, I watched probably the Bond movies, all of them, all the way through, probably twice a year. And some of my favorites, I watch quite a bit more than that. I also was doing a Bond marathon towards the beginning of the year, and then the COVID pushed it back. I still finished up the movies. Um, and I'll probably watch them all again before it comes out. It's supposed to be coming out in November, right? I think, but I know here in New Mexico, we're not going to get it. Our theaters are still closed. Whoa, Joe, Jay, Dave, what the hell, man? I am I'm lost. First, I see Kamala, and then you're talking about camel toe, and I don't know what the fuck. I'm lost. Hello, Raven. Hello, Paul. I'm not sure who Mr. Leet is, but hello to whoever Mr. Leet is. Do I hate libtards? I don't like talking politics on my stream right now. I hate a lot of things, especially in a stream where I'm trying to talk about Sean Connery. But I appreciate you coming in. Hmm. That's awesome, Sean. Two of my two favorite Sean Connery films. One of them, some people consider to be a racist movie, and I don't see it. I don't. It bothers me that people call it that. I don't like it, but well, that's cool, Trini. I mean, or not Trini, Craig. It doesn't negate how I feel about him as an actor or anything like that. People that have their opinions and their own different things. I really don't care about shit like that. You know? Yeah. You're a golf person, Paul? Can never get into golf except on the Wii or putt putt, that kind of stuff.
Oh, do.
Yeah. James Bond always gets the girl. Drunken putt putt is fun. Yeah, it is. That's awesome, Paul. Are you playing with a Schlesinger 7 or a Schlesinger 1? Or wait, was it a Schlesinger 1?
Oh no, I like playing football.
Never mind, dear. It's a thing from this movie. Now that right there is probably one of my favorite lines too. But it's just an obscure line that shows the time period of the movie. Drinking a Dom Perignon 53 below or above 37 degrees Fahrenheit is akin to listening to the Beatles without earmuffs.
Funny.
To Goldfinger's ball. Nice. You know. Uh, so when they painted this girl gold, they had to leave a small patch by her back by the small of her back open because they found out that if you completely covered a person with paint like this, it could suffocate them to death in their own skin. Makes me wonder if the paint was lead based. Sorry, there was a fly on the screen. I had to. You were one when it came out. Are you that old, Papa? Holy shit! I wasn't even close to being born yet. Was Jason alive then? Let me ask him.
Jason was alive during when Jesus was still on the cross.
Bernard Lee is M. I always liked him as M. And I like how in the new movies, since they chose to use the same M from the Brosnan films in the new movies, which really didn't make sense, seeing as how she was, it was like supposed to be like a prequel story. Um, when they redid it after she dies in Skyfall, and the new M comes in, his office is set up like Bernard Lee's was, and it kind of looks like that. And so,
Where's Jason? Huh? Where's Jason?
you know, all these government guys sitting together and eating this dinner in this hoity-toity looking place, and all the rich and fanciful.
I like the glasses. So cool.
Brandy glasses.
Yeah. I like pizza stuff.
Sorry, I'm bugged about something all of a sudden. Didn't mean to stop talking or go away and make everybody leave. Anyways, now it's Voldemort. Who's Voldemort? Hello, Antonio. Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah. Sorry, I wasn't thinking about it like that. I was like, what? I'm talking about Voldemort. The Aston Martin, my favorite car. Damn fucking fly. This one fucking fly just won't leave me the fuck alone today. And I knew this shit was gonna happen. We get all this fucking cold, and then the fucking warm comes back, and the flies come back. Anyways, let's get back to the. Okay, we're about to get to the golf match, which I love the golf match. I don't know if you noticed in a lot of James Bond movies, but there's always these moments. There's these moments in a lot of these films with the villain where he has a competition of some sort with the villain in the movie. In Goldfinger, it's golf. In a few other movies, he even plays a video game in a movie. Which one was it? The Octopussy? I think it was Octopussy. He plays a video game in the movie against the bad guy. He plays chess against a bad guy. He plays poker against a bad guy. You know, there's always something that he does. And
No.
Oh, I want that gold brick. No, there was a video game and another one. There was a video game and Never Say Never Again had a video game. One of the official ones had a video game too. I'm trying to remember which one it was. It was a Roger Moore film. Um, that's cool, Paul. No problem, man. Oh, man. One of my favorite henchmen, Odd Job.
Oh, you stupid thing, leave me alone.
When I would play GoldenEye, I liked playing as either Odd Job or Knick Knack because they were short. And so it gave you this advantage. All you had to do was aim your gun higher. And if I ever got the golden gun, I would be able to, and they would shoot at me. And because I was shorter, the bullet would go over me and I would shoot up and just kill them. Always liked that advantage in that game.
Tucker, you need to kill a boy, okay?
Eat sheets. Yeah, GoldenEye was one of my favorite games too. That game was absolutely brilliant. Yeah, I like this. He switches the balls. I like how the British talk about stuff like this when they're playing golf. It's like instead of saying it's your turn, he's taking your turn. The caddy's like, "It's your honor, sir." Everything's so proper.
Just
You lose, motherfucker. It's a beautiful car. Now the not so subtle threat. I want a hat like this. Well, come on. Honestly, even if there is a middle thing, how does it fly? That's part of the joy of Bond. Goodbye, Mr. Bond. He crushes the golf ball. Isn't that like practically impossible? Even for like a super strong person? God, I love that freaking Aston Martin. Aston Martin's such a badass car, and I love that they brought it back in Skyfall. Nothing is impossible when your last name is Broccoli. Yeah, the Saltzman and Broccoli. They did, see, okay. This is not, I don't want to get into a big old discussion because it has nothing to do, in my mind, with representation or racism or anything else. I don't like when they change characters. In these movies, in the books, in the original books, okay? In the very first James Bond book, Danny, okay, we'll take him somewhere else then. In the very first James Bond book, it doesn't talk about really what James Bond looks like. But after Ian Fleming saw Dr. No, he didn't even really so much like the movie, but he loved Sean Connery to where in the books he actually made his appearance look just like Sean Connery. That's what he wanted Bond to look like. So when people got all pissed off that Daniel Craig, a blonde person, was playing James Bond, I kind of got it. It took his performance for me to get into him. But at the same time, I look at Daniel Craig and I don't really see that much blonde. It's kind of like a dirty blonde, and he keeps it so short that if he grew out, you could think it would get darker, you know? So it didn't really bother me that much. But I don't like it when people change characters. That's all I'm saying. I don't even know why I'm talking about it. But they keep talking about who's going to play the next Bond. And I wouldn't mind seeing Tom Hardy give it a try. I think Tom Hardy could be a very good Bond. You know what I love about this is somebody took a shot, and yet the people at the fruit stand aren't even concerned. You know? But like, I love Idris Elba as an actor. He's a great actor. I don't really want to see him as James Bond. I just don't. You know? Now, I wouldn't mind seeing him as 007 if they changed the 007 name to somebody that wasn't James Bond. That wouldn't bother me at all. I know that people aren't going to like me saying that, but that's just how I feel about it. You know? I mean, the guy is a pretty versatile actor, and I wouldn't mind seeing him do it. I really liked him in what's it called? Damn it, not Legendary. The one about the mobsters where he plays two characters, and one of the characters he plays is gay, and he does such a great job. It's a Netflix movie, and it just came out. It's a really good movie, though. Yeah, no Bane voice modulator, please. Exactly. I don't want Tom Hardy playing the Black Panther. Now, people will say, well, what about like Nick Fury? Well, Nick Fury wasn't a character that I really cared that much about in the first place. But also, the Nick Fury portrayal with Samuel Jackson was based off the Ultimates. Now, if they want to do an alternate universe where James Bond is a different person of a different race, then fine. That's cool. I can deal with that. You know? I don't want to see Robert Pattinson as James Bond either. I don't know, man. Did he get the role, or was that just speculation? I don't want to see Robert Pattinson as the Batman. I don't know, man. I'm just so like on that. Like, no, I just don't. I wouldn't mind see Charlie Hunnam. I said that before. Charlie Hunnam from Sons of Anarchy, I think would make a really good. Now he would have to, none of that blonde Jack's hair. I mean, I don't mind a little bit of blonde like Daniel Craig, but yeah, he needs to have like darker hair. Yeah, Miles Morales Spider Man, that's perfectly fine. Nothing wrong with that. I love the fact that they're giving the Captain America mantle over to the Falcon in the new movies. People are throwing a fit about it. Now that's fucked up because it's not the same character. It's not Steve Rogers. It's a totally different character, and it follows the comics. Whatever, dear. But yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing Charlie Hunnam or Tom Hardy take on the Bond role. As far as other English, and also I don't know if I don't want an American playing him either. I couldn't believe when I found out George Lazenby. Of course, I wasn't alive when the films were made, so everything I know about it came afterwards. I couldn't believe George Lazenby was Australian. I mean, he does a really good job for an Australian. I'm not saying Australians can't do a good job, but the accents are not the same. But he does a really good job, and I didn't mind it. Yeah, exactly. It follows the comics. That's perfectly fine by me. But don't change the character itself. It's like when they said that now Catwoman is now bisexual or something. It's like, that's just dumb. I mean, they already had those characters. They've hinted about Ivy and Harley being bisexual for decades, all the way back to the old Batman the Animated Series cartoons. So I don't know. Winter Soldier was one as well, but I think they were trying to do something else with him in the MCU. I don't mind Falcon as Captain America because it does follow one of the comic books. But I would also like to see the resurrection of Steve Rogers. Well, not really resurrection because all I have to do, because the way they did him was a time travel thing. We're talking about Bond. We're going off on the MCU. Yeah, I don't want a female Bond either. I don't want a female Bond. They were talking about Atomic Blonde being like a female Bond. And some people were first saying that it was a female Bond, that they were going to change. No. Now, if they want to make a franchise or a part of like an offshoot of the franchise where there's a 007 where Bond's retired and there's a 007 that comes in and now that it's a female, fine. We can have an offshoot movie. I don't mind that at all. but you can't like turn it around and call her Jamie Bond or something, and that's just not right to me. It has nothing to do with whether I think people should or shouldn't, or there's should not be representation of whatever in certain franchises. I think people get too much into that and they lose sight of the fact that this is just entertainment. But also we're nerds about the characters and things we like. That's just the way we are. And it's who can wield the shield. Yeah, I definitely am interested in the movie. I want to see what's going to happen. I would like for them to I think they need to bring Iron Man back. I am honestly a little bugged. I hope that they do something more with. They're talking about Benedict Cumberbatch being, or Cumberbatch, however you say his name, being in the new Spider-Man movie to um, replace Iron Man as Spider-Man's mentor. Do they not trust Tom Holland enough to carry the movie on his own? That's what I want to know. I think he's done a good job so far. He is not my favorite Spider-Man. That goes to Tobey Maguire still. But I think he's done a good job. I do like the fact that they're going to bring the Tobey Maguire and the James Garfield Spider-Mans in and do like a Spider-Verse kind of thing. That's cool. That's awesome. You know, that's all I'm trying to say, Papa. Exactly all I'm trying to say. You know, I think that yeah. Wasn't sorry. I don't get the part. Is Falcon a mutant? See, I don't remember that part in the comic. The Falcon was never honestly, even Captain America. I knew about the Captain America character, of course, but I never really started reading any of the Captain America comics, really, except for some of the old ones, and then like until about Civil War. Civil War was when I really got into Captain America as a comic character. But before that, he was never really a big. So I'm not the most knowledgeable on Captain America. Excuse me. Sorry. So I didn't know that Falcon is a mutant or as well. I just knew that he had, the fake wings and all that. Yeah, they've already changed Felix. Side characters, I really don't care about. Like Moneypenny or changing M to be Judi Dench. M is a title, so it didn't bother me. Is that a little loud, guys? A little loud to me. Yeah, I remember that. Okay, yeah, you're right, Ben. I do remember that because I had the Onslaught books. That was around the time that I stopped reading comic books. And I stopped for quite a long time. I didn't read comic books for a long time. I liked the movies, but I didn't read the books. It wasn't until I moved back here and moved in with Bill that he took me to the comic book shop, and I was like, well, what's something I could read that I could get into? And I started reading comics again. Um, oh, yeah, me too. Yeah. And see, I wondered what they were going to do there because, like, they didn't have Money Penny in the first two Daniel Craig films, and I thought Vesper was going to be Money Penny. Like maybe that was like a code name or something. Because Money she uses penny for your thoughts, and she was in charge of the money. So I thought that Vesper was going to be Money Penny, but then they changed it. She wasn't. Yeah, her being. Now I do think it was kind of funny that they made Money Penny actually a field agent who lost her nerve as a field agent because of what happened with her and Bond. I thought that was great storytelling. Absolutely loved it, you know? And I loved how they changed around, like I said, what happened with the Judi Dench character. The only thing that it's still kind of weird about is like, how do you explain her being the new M and the Pierce Brosnan? But it's just one of those timeline things, you know. You just got to roll with it, and it is what it is, you know. So, but it's like when people say things like, um, um, God, I'm sorry. When people say things like "you only live twice" is racist because James Bond disguises himself as a Japanese person. Well, I think that's just flat out stupid and ignorant to say. And it shows how petty people have become these days. Okay, here's the thing, it's a James Bond movie. If he didn't do that in the movie, they would have had to have a Japanese spy go and do it. And then we would follow a Japanese spy around for a while James Bond did what? Sit around at the base? Then it would no longer be a James Bond movie, you know? I just I don't understand that at all. It bothers me that people make those kind of judgments, especially about something that happened in like the 19 fucking 60s, you know, and it's totally not in line with what the values of today are. So, yeah, she can barely hold that gun. That old lady, she's all shoot that gun. It's like, ah. Exactly. That's exactly what spies do. They go undercover. They go in disguise. You know, it just kills me that people throw fits about this kind of shit these days. And then they have the gall to look at us like we're all fucking racist people if we don't agree with them. You know? Anyways, I don't think I've ever seen Bosom Buddies. This is cool. They use a mirror as a. They use a mirror at him thinking he's about to get into a collision with a car and he wrecks into a wall. All they did was use a mirror at the end of the thing. But people just need to quit throwing fits about stupid ass shit. Odd Job's just smiling like, yeah. Poor Aston Martin though. Another thing I like about this movie is the locations, man. They really go all over the place, from Miami to Geneva to Kentucky. They go everywhere. Here we go. This is one of my favorite parts, where he's got him strapped to the laser. Just like with a lot of these older movies, you have to turn down the action scenes and turn up the dialogue, even on Blu-ray. It cuts through solid gold. I will show you. The old death traps, you know, and stuff. I love that shit. Goldfinger is just such a cool villain. All my life, I've been in love with its color. It's It's shine. It's divine heaviness. I'm not gold, you know.
Purpose of our two previous encounters is now very clear. I do not intend to be distracted by another. Good night, Mr. Bond.
Here it goes. There's my favorite line.
Me to talk? No, Mr. Bond, I expect you to die.
No, Mr. Bond, I expect you to die. I love it. Fucking love that line. My favorite line in the movie, and it's not even a James Bond line.
You're forgetting one thing. If I fail to report, that would break the proof. At last, Stephen. Knows what I know.
Yeah. You know nothing, Mr. Bond. I wonder if people in Kentucky actually eat Kentucky Fried Chicken. I have to ask Buckshot and some of my friends from Kentucky next time I talk to them.
Words you never overheard. For you or everyone in your organization. Want to take that chance? You are quite right, Mr. Bond.
I've been thinking about your question earlier, Papa, about my favorite lines. And man, when you're watching one film, it's hard to think of the lines from other films. Movie John got engaged? I thought Movie John was married.
I thought he was married to her.
Pussy Galore. The only person to play a Bond girl twice. She plays in this one and she plays in Octopussy. Hence Pussy Galore. I thought him and Rhonda were married. I didn't know they were married. Hey, Trenchy. So no, huh, Joe? And they're going to Baltimore. Myling's a hottie. Wait, if you're the pilot, who the fuck's flying? Ah! Yeah, it's mine too. That's why I chose it. Like I said, I thought about doing Doctor No because that was the first Bond film, but I decided I wanted to watch my favorite one. I love how he's fishing for information. Here's the Operation Glens.
So strong and
Yeah, I know Doctor No is your favorite, Jay. It's cool seeing everybody, talking to everybody about their favorites. Heard some pretty cool ones today. Ben, or somebody said Thunderball. Ben doesn't even like James Bond. That's okay though.
I like this one girl because she's so strong and so totally powerful.
Most of the Bond girls are. Most of them. Those pointed bras of the 60s. Yes, who's next is Thunderball. Yes, I did. Sorry. I keep forgetting there's two that were in two different movies. I thought it was just this one. Did you guys know that we came this close to having Britney Spears as a Bond girl?
That's your eyes.
Uh, that is a really good movie, Trenchy, and I agree. It's a great performance by Connery. I mean, he won an Oscar for it after all. But it's not really his movie. You know what I mean? That's an ensemble film movie. I mean, it says huge names in it: Kevin Costner, De Niro, Connery. Just like, even though it's not like one of my favorite my favorite non Bond movie of Connery's is Indiana Jones 3, but it's not his movie. You know what I mean? It's a Harrison Ford film. But that's why I wanted to do a Bond film, is because the Bonds were those were Connery's films. They were no, that was him. He is the man. You know. I don't know, man. There's a couple Bond girls I just shook my head at, even though, like, I really like Denise Richards. I have always liked Denise Richards. I think she's a hottie, but I did not think that Denise Richards should have been a Bond girl. That's just my opinion. Just Cause is good. Art of War was good. Uh, Rock is really good.
Gentle. Good girl.
I thought Christmas comes only once a year. Great. I'm getting a sore in something on my lip. I just felt it. Yeah, I like that one too. A lot of people talk crap about that movie Trench, but I like that. I don't think I ever saw that one. What's his name? Hot Chick Pilots. Yeah, I can get down on that. It's 8 o'clock. Why? Do you want to go to bed? Okay, you can go to bed.
I don't even know what time.
Why don't you text the lady and ask her?
Really? Well, he unless he wants to tell me something.
Now they're all hostile towards each other. I like the way he breaks out of his cell. What up, Rick? Yeah, my kids are strange. They actually like going to bed. Harley fights it once in a while, but lately she's been wanting to go to bed. Please see what's wrong there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was so stoked when my Broncos came all the way back to win that game. I know nobody asked about that or said anything, but I just don't like saying it. Old ass Kentucky Fried Chicken. Colonel up there. The mobsters in this are so funny. I don't do business with Chicago.
You not do business with Chicago. I made a delivery.
A Hoods convention.
I made a delivery too. And you owe me $1 million. So pay. Gentlemen, you can't have $3 million today. Oh, 10 million tomorrow. You say 10. As soon as my bank opens, banks down. My bank will.
Here's something I find funny, and it's such a Bond thing to do. He's gonna kill all these guys anyways, so why does he go through even doing the whole, showing them the whole plan? You know, I mean, he's just gonna kill them. The new Ford Broncos actually look pretty nice. I've been to a Bronco game before, but it's been a while, and they lost. I've had Bronco tickets like 3 times, and I'm from Denver, but I wasn't doing my channel back then when I went to see them. Yeah, The Hunt for Red October is a really good movie. I didn't know about that, Trenchy. I never really looked that far into it. That is pretty cool, though. It's a whole new level of respect. I mean, he's just going to poison all these dudes, and the one guy he crushes. Why did he even go through, showing them all this shit? The only thing it does is give Bond a chance to hear the plan. Got to shave the old dome tonight and the face. I should have shaved it 4 or 5 days ago. Oh, that's cool, man. I've never watched the commentary on here. I probably should. Yeah, it's got all the James Bond films. I own every single Bond film, including Never Say Never Again, which is pretty hard to find. I'm trying to get them all upgraded. I want to upgrade all mine to Blu-ray. Thought about buying that collection, man, but it's like $200. That Blu-ray box set. Judo kick. The suit still looks perfect. Release his name? That's hilarious. Jaws is funny. I liked it more in the one before that one, though. Excuse me. Harley, what's the matter? What's for dinner, dear? Hungry. Yes. I'm also hungry. Oops. I was supposed to be muted. Sorry.
this story. I heard it now. If you have no objection, take for you to handle.
Mr. Solo. Yeah, that's awesome, bro. James Bond in space. And Jaws gets a girlfriend. Picked up some Laughing Cow cheese today. That stuff's good. See, he just kills him. I don't see why he even explained all that. He just gasses them all. They've actually reused some of the storylines a couple times. My brain is dead tonight, guys. I can't think of any of the names of the movies right now. Oh. My wife's in there yelling at the cat. CIA agents tried Thunderbird. Joe's driving. Big old chick on the sign, holding up the sign. Man, it's funny how things have changed. Advertisements. Like you could watch a movie and just look at the advertisements and the signs and stuff, and just pick out which decade it was. You know, it's so funny how it looks different. Oh yeah, dude! I watched Mandalorian the other night. That was awesome. How it going, bro? Appreciate you stopping in. You about to get crushed, buddy? After you get shot. Time to get you one that's a drink or a dame. I love how they use the music throughout the whole movie. Not just the Goldfinger, but the Bond theme too. Really? Hey, did you put Gregory or the guy that plays Goyle? Really? I have to see what he looks like now. Back in those movies, I didn't think. I don't know about that. Question: does it bother anybody if I eat a sandwich, or would you rather me turn my camera off? I usually don't ask, but I'm hungry. Yeah, I really like Odd Job too. Odd Job is probably my favorite henchman. I also really like Knick Knack. And Jaws is cool. Who's everybody's favorite Bond girl? For those of you that are still here. Yeah, but he got fried. Mine is Jane Seymour as Solitaire. I think Jane Seymour is just so hot. Oh yeah, dude, Halle Berry's Jinx. Oh my god, yeah. Everybody talks down on that movie. I've always liked that movie. I think Die Another Day is a good film. I have fun with it. Mayday was a henchman and a Bond girl, in a way. Because he gets with them both, or he gets with her too. Kind of like the chick from Goldeneye, Natasha, whatever her name is. I can't remember. Onatop. Hmm? It's the one with the disappearing car. A few of these have remote. A few of them have remote control cars. Huh? I like how he convinces her to change to switch sides. Yeah. Yeah, it's funny how much actual nudity is in these movies that you'd never noticed before. So you really look. I like a lot of the girls, they struggle at first, but then they give in. Something I think is funny is that Sean Connery was knighted by the Queen of England the year after he tried to help set up a free Scotland. And he has always supported a free Scotland from the UK and tried to get Scotland to pull out of the UK. But he still was knighted by the Queen. And even though he's Scottish, he played a British person in a lot of things. Good. Fire for the lunch break, guys. Well, they're leaving the European Union, right? Not the, I mean, they are the UK. The UK is the British Empire. What's left of them. They're leaving the European Union. I know that. The Brexit. Personally, I think that's a good idea. The European Union hasn't been as effective or as good for countries over there as they thought it would be. A lot of extras and actors and soldiers all falling down just at once. See, his plan is to kill everybody. They think they're just putting people to sleep, but they're actually killing everybody. But in reality, they yeah. I like Adele. I really like her song was for Skyfall. But I think it's funny that everybody's just pretending because they switched the canisters. That's a lot of people pretending to be asleep. It zooms in on Felix. Time to blow the gates. Okay, guys, favorite James Bond gadget or like, spy toy, What's your favorite? Yeah, I got to do that tomorrow too. I don't want to, but I have to. My anniversary is next weekend, so I took a few days off for that. But I don't get till Monday and next week off. This week I got to work. Thanks, Art. They're gonna laser the door, cut through it like butter. I like the crocodile sub. Or the little mini helicopter and uh, you only die twice or whatever it's called. I wonder if the inside of the real Fort Knox actually looks like this. There's a big ass scale in the middle of the room. Yeah, and then there's the camera and the pack of cigarettes and you know, the watch with the rappel line or the laser watch. He just left Odd Job in there to die, didn't he? He also has a golden gun in this. It's a revolver. Yeah, screw that. Odd Job's still like, nope, I'm going to serve my master. And even though it's going to cost him like his life, oh yeah, the jetpack. The jetpack was awesome. Mhm. The thing that puts the protective ball around him when he's falling down that mountain and the avalanche. That was cool. Ow. Dude just took that brick, that gold brick to the chest like a champ. Everything Bond does to me just smiles at him. Oh, man, it really sucks that he died. I mean, he was 90 years old, so it's not like, but still. You remember the characters, you remember the, you know, it's just, judo chop. It's like, get up, fool. We ain't done yet. Oh, he's got the hat. Fried Odd Job. Gives a whole new meaning to Kentucky Fried. Oh, movie's almost over, guys. It's been fun, too. I enjoy doing these commentaries. Sometimes we get a little off subject, but or sometimes I get a little lost in the movie. It's still fun. Thanks, Trenchy. Goes down right to the wire, you know. 25, 24, 23, 22. Of course, it has to stop. Yeah, you know, that suspense, you got to stop it right on the one, you know. And I like this because in this, he doesn't know. You can tell. You can see that he doesn't know what to do to turn it off. But but Felix later did. Felix knew, or not Felix. The bomb disposal guy. He knew which one. All he did was reach over and flip the switch. He knew what to turn off. For all we know, Bond would have pulled out that wires and killed everybody. I must have appealed to her maternal instinct.
President wants to thank you. I suppose I'll be able to get a drink now. I told the stewardess. Oh, I know what this is. Thank you for being.
Off to dinner at the White House. If he ever makes it. And look who's back.
I'm glad to have them. Congratulations on that promotion. You do much of the White House. As I said, you have interfered with my plans for the last time, Mr. Bond. By the way, where is she? I will deal with her later. At the moment, she's wishing at the control.
Bang. Oh, shot the window out. Stuck him right out of the plane. Oh, it looks like it hurt. Oh, oh, believe me, it'll suck you out. The pressure. Playing his golden harp. Yeah, really good villain death. Christopher Walken's death was pretty good in A View to a Kill. I like the ending. This is no time to be rescued. And as usual, James gets the girl. I do like that at the end of is it The World Is Not Enough? Or is it Tomorrow Never Dies? Where she's underneath him, and they are looking at the heat signatures. They just think it's him, but then her leg kicks out. Well, guys, that is it. As we were saying earlier, I feel that we really lost somebody that made a big difference in cinema and on my life and on a lot of people's lives because of this character, James Bond. And it was a lot of fun to watch this movie again tonight. It's my favorite James Bond film, and it was good to watch it along with all you guys. So I hope everybody had fun. I want to thank everybody that stopped by, those of you that are still left, those that just came by for a minute, or those of you that have been here since the beginning. I hope everybody had fun. I said that already. Glad my Broncos won. Go Broncos. Rest in peace, Sean Connery. And talk to everybody later. Peace out, y'all.